Yep. Yeah. So this show might get cut short. I ain't going too far. But it ain't about nothing anyway. I only got a short drive. I had some time to kill. A lot of times I feel bad for the people who subscribe to me. Because like I don't be showing y'all no attention. And I don't be giving a fuck either because y'all don't be showing me no attention either. So it be, you know, we gotta understand with each other. It be like, look, I don't fuck with you, you don't fuck with me. You know, I'll pop up when I pop up. Y'all pop up when y'all pop up. Motherfuckers don't be leaving comments telling me motherfuckers they love the channel, none of this shit. You know what I'm saying? Motherfuckers sucking me dry for information. Like they really give a fuck about yo, I'm a real person, you know, walking around. So you don't fuck with me, I don't fuck with you. So but I'm driving the streets of Chicago. See that? You ever been to Chicago? You said the Chirac was like, hold on man, come on. There you go. There's Chicago. There's the Sears Tower. All that good stuff. In Chicago. This is the Dan Ryan Expressway I'm driving on. This is what takes you from the north side to the south side. So I'm the Dan Ryan Expressway. Headed south. So the thing about Dan Ryan is that it actually only head west or east. So I'm actually headed east, even though I'm headed south. So that's how Chicago works. And I also want to let y'all know that, you know, since I've been thinking about what's been going on through Gemini season, I've been realizing that Mercury is a very high-strung planet that's full of anxiety. And what I realized is that if you a Gemini or you a Virgo, like y'all seriously need to slow the fuck down and realize that y'all be on some extra shit all the time. It's like, please slow down if you're ruled by Mercury. Even the trees be moving fast as hell. When like it's Virgo season or Gemini season, even the trees be blowing like hard as hell. So it'd be like, I be looking at the way the trees move, and I be like, damn, this is how Virgos and Geminis move. Like they be just like, yo, sit the fuck still. So if you a Virgo or Gemini, please consider what the fuck I'm saying to you. And also too, wait, hold on, let me show you something. This is Chicago. Let me get over and see this. That's the White Sox. That's where the White Sox play baseball. Can y'all see that? Y'all can't even see that probably. Right there. That's where the White Sox play baseball. The Chicago White Sox. It used to be called Comiskey Park, but now it's, I don't know what the fuck this shit is called. I don't know. But yeah, some old shit. Yes, this is the Dan Ryan Expressway in Chicago. See, I'm driving down. They go police. You know, and everywhere damn, that whole car is fucked up. He lost a whole fucking tire. I don't know if y'all can see that. But everywhere I go, you know, man, like I'm gonna get off pretty soon, and I'm gonna drive down the street. I'm gonna show y'all what my neighborhood look like. Like the National Guard is out here. The fucking car doing some stupid shit. The National Guard out here, and every block you go, you see the police or the National Guard, tanks, and like they got tanks on my damn block. Like you approach the E-way, the expressway, they got tanks and shit sitting outside. I mean, what the fuck? They got tanks and fucking military. I'm gonna drive closer when I get to the crib. I'm gonna show y'all. They got fucking National Guard sitting outside my crib. I don't know what the fuck is going on. So, we in the times now where a lot of things I've been talking about on my channel, whether it's the Hood X radio channel or this channel. Like, I've been talking about a lot of shit you been seeing going on. I've been talking about this shit for a minute, and that's what I realized. A lot of people were not prepared, wasn't prepared for like what we're going through right now, the coronavirus, and then you got these riots going on. You know what I'm saying? People don't know what to do, especially white people. White people really don't know what to do. You know what I'm saying? Like, you think about like Trump. Like, more than likely, I personally think Trump gonna get reelected. There's a lot of people saying there's no way Trump can get reelected. And these are the same people who were saying Trump wasn't gonna get elected in the first place. You know what I'm saying? So like when Trump gets reelected, you know what I'm saying, it's gonna really be a sign of the times. You gotta think about this shit. Trump gonna get reelected. Then what? Fuck you gonna say then? I told motherfuckers Trump was gonna get elected, like on this page, months before Trump got elected. You know, I knew Trump was gonna get elected. I always knew Trump was gonna. I was saying this shit for months before he got elected. I knew Hillary Clinton was gonna win this shit. Just like fucking right now, like fucking Joe Biden. Like they got Biden. You know, ain't hell fucking Joe Biden gonna be the president. Only reason he was even vice president was Obama. So like when Trump president for another 4 years, you know what I'm saying? He just only going to show you the signs of times we're living. You start paying attention to what the fuck going on. You know, fuck you, like people are talking about all the time. It's like, what happened when Trump get reelected? Then what the fuck you gonna say? When they actually put Trump in office again for the second time. You gotta think about this shit. People don't be that fond of you. People don't be thinking about this shit. Don't ever underestimate the ability like Trump got to like totally discredit and dismember his fucking competition. You know, this is what the fuck he do. You got an opponent like Biden, you be like, this ain't even fucking competition. And I'm only saying this to say that like you gotta keep in tune with the times we're living in. Don't think Trump ain't gonna get reelected. Cannot think this shit. This is the world we living in right now. So get into it. I was watching the fucking this shit on man, I don't even want to. I ain't gonna talk about this shit. Fuck it. I was watching this shit. This dude, I can't. But the only reason I can't think of his name. I'm trying to think of this guy's name. I said, but he was talking about some wild shit today. And you know, the times we living in, as far as like lust and like men and having sex with multiple women and shit like this, and how it correlates with women who, like you saying, like 70% of women, no, like 70% of divorce rates was done by women. Like women initiate, like most of the divorces, like 70% of the divorces is women. The world we live in. So, and they were explaining how, the women were explaining why they divorced their men. And it was a guy who was explaining, like, the reason why, like, men are, according to the Bible, supposed to be only with one woman. And me sitting there watching this, I'm like, okay, how the hell is a man supposed to be with one woman when 70% of the goddamn divorces are initiated by women? But I ain't gonna speak on that shit. Like I said, I ain't gonna say shit. Some shit to think about. You gotta think about this shit. Motherfuckers gotta think about the world we live in. We live in a fucked up world. The average man don't even want to marry. Niggas don't get married no more. Like motherfucker told me, he's like, yo, show me 5 black couples that's happily married. Happily married. Not just married, but happily married. Like, can you name 5 black couples that you personally know that's happily married right now? I couldn't even do that shit. I was fucked up. I was like, oh shit. That's when I realized. I was like, this is a fucking game. Like, you know, this whole shit is a fucking game. So, and I'm only even saying that to say, you know, I was talking about before, like with Trump, and then like, you gotta look at the times we living in. You know. Show y'all too. Like, I'm about to get off soon. When I get off of this exit, I'm coming up on this exit. That's what I really want to show y'all. You know what I'm saying? When I get off this exit up here, I'll show y'all what my block look like. Like my block, bogus is here. I'm in Chicago. I'm not in fucking Beverly Hills or Hollywood. I'm in Chicago. Where like it's the most. They run more tests on us than anywhere. Like we get, man, like people don't even connect the dots. Like, you gotta connect the dots with this shit. You know what I mean? Okay, when the last time you seen the whole fucking United States riot? Maybe like Martin Luther King, maybe. But like, not at this level. This is like, you gotta think, they just laid down this 5G, like we got 5G technology. Motherfuckers thought that shit was some bullshit. They was talking about 5G this, 5G that, coronavirus this, coronavirus that, 5G this. 5G that. Then all of a sudden you look up the whole fucking United States is fucking riot. Me, I'm sitting there looking at this shit. I'm thinking about this shit. I'm like, Joe, they ran up in the mall where I'm at. It's the mall out here. It's called, you know, I ain't gonna tell y'all what the fuck I'm at. Fuck y'all. You know what I'm saying? But like, they ran up in all of the malls. Like out here where I'm at in Chicago, Burns, they ran up in all of the malls and tore the fucking malls up. And I remember, like, before they ran up in the mall, people was talking about this shit. They was like, hey, you know, they gonna run up in the mall around like 8, 9 o'clock tonight. I was like, how the fuck you know that shit? I was like, who the fuck is posted online? Like motherfuckers knew when the riots was gonna happen. Like, I was like, wait, they got a meeting somewhere? Like, who the fuck is setting the time schedule for when y'all gonna run up in stores and loot? Like, this shit was fucking choreographed. Motherfuckers knew when to go out and when to stay home. I was like, I've never in my life seen a riot that organized. How is this possible? You know what I'm saying? You know, different groups, Black Lives Matter groups, shit like this. But, you know, ultimately, you're looking about, they talking about 5G. 5G technology was just implemented not even 2 months ago. And all this 5G shit moving around. And ain't nobody connected this dot with the riots. How you gonna tell me that people know when to go riot all at the same time? And they talking about 5G supposed to move data faster than any, you know, faster than Fox ever. But nobody can put together the fact that, you know, we under some form of mind control right at the beginning of this 5G technology. And I'm like, oh shit, okay. Oh. Nobody's putting this all together. Everywhere you in Chicago, everything is boarded up. Like literally everything. It looked like a fucking third world. And like lots of people don't get this shit until they hit home. We've seen lots and lots of videos, like this guy named George Floyd who got killed. I just seen a lot of videos of niggas getting killed by the police. But it was like, okay, this is just the one that went viral and made everybody start tearing shit up. But like I just seen this, like I was like, what the fuck was so special about this video? The fact he put his knee on a nigga neck, cause like I see these type of videos in there every day on my feed. I see niggas getting shot and killed by the police. I was like, what the fuck is so special about this one? I was like, that's the fact he choked to death, and you know. But this was like an everyday occurrence for me. When you drive, like you look down, like I'm about to get off right here. When you drive down my street, and you look at, you look at the way that the shit is boarded up, and so you think about the riots, you think about all this shit, you be like, man, this is not, I ain't the only one going through this. It's like some type of form of mind control. There's gotta be some type of form of mind control. Because like everybody, I'm not the only one going through this. Like hella people going through this. Hold on. Let me see. Let me turn this shit around. Alright. I'm about to get off. Mind you, let me see. Hold on. Let me get off right here. Okay, here we go. So, this is my ex. Alright. Let's see what we got. George's an Olmec descendant. Oh, because he had a big nose? They're saying he was an Olmec descendant because he had a big nose. Well, believe it or not, I heard everybody in America is an Olmec descendant. That the Negroes in America is different from the Negroes in Africa. And a lot of the Negroes is here was already from Olmecs was already here. So let me show y'all what my block was. Oh, some of this shit didn't took off. Okay. So some of the stores didn't took this shit off. Okay, so hold on, let me see show y'all what y'all look like. That's right, see that right. See Dollar Tree boarded her up on the front. I don't know if y'all can see that. Then okay, so this bank was boarded up. Right. Can y'all see? Let me see if I can get over. Let me slow the fuck down so y'all can see this shit. Okay, so all this shit boarded up. Can y'all see that shit? That shit boarded up. Right? All this shit was boarded up early. Yeah, they took a lot of this shit down. Okay, so this shit closed down. They ran up in that motherfucker. The Family Dollar boarded up, if you can see that. So you can't go buy shit. This shit boarded up. You can see, it look like they taking it down. No, this shit all boarded up. Right? You see what I'm saying? The Easy Palm boarded up. You see all this shit boarded up, right? Alright, what else we got? The Duke of Oil open. Alright, what else we got open? This shit kinda open. Yeah, this shit open. Alright, but we got this whole shit boarded up right here. What's this? This whole shit, look at that. They done ran up in that motherfucker. Yeah, I don't know if y'all can see that. They done broke that whole shit down. I had cars behind me, kind of tweaking. All that shit boarded up. You know what I'm saying? Hold on, let me show y'all what my block look like. Yeah, I know I'm tweaking, I'm filming. Motherfuckers looking at me like I'm crazy. Alright, so we got this shit over here. The cleaners boarded up. Which is so crazy because I just dropped my clothes off over there the other day. I don't even know if I'm gonna get my fucking clothes back. Some bullshit. You know what I'm saying? Fuck else we got. You know what I'm saying? All of the main stores out this way is boarded the fuck up. Look, see what I'm saying? See it? See, Walgreens boarded up. I don't know if y'all can see that shit from here, but that whole shit. Let me get y'all up close and personal. I ain't got shit with time. Let me show y'all what the fuck I'm talking about. See what I'm saying? You can't go grocery shopping. You can't buy no food. You can't get your medication. You know what I'm saying? If you sick right now, you need your medication. You just fucked up. You just gotta deal with that shit. This shit been boarded up too. This is like day 4, day 5. You see what I'm saying? So like anybody that need their motherfucking they pills or their medication, or you need to go grocery shopping, you see what I'm saying, get some food, or any of that shit right now, you fucked up. You can't do shit. All this shit closed. Board, like how the fuck Walgreens closed? Motherfuckers need their pills. They're like, man, we gonna fuck board this shit up. Fuck your pills, fuck your medication. You know what I'm saying? The grocery store, like, man, fuck your food. You know, you can't even buy no goddamn water. You know what I'm saying? This is Aquarius and Saturn. This, look at this shit. Look at this shit. Look at this shit. Hold on. Go back on here real quick. Look at this shit. You see, this Aquarius and Saturn. I want to get this shit documented. Because like I said, a lot of this shit I talk about on this page be this type of shit. You know what I'm saying? You ain't never in your motherfucking life seen every motherfucking business boarded up when you can't buy a motherfucking thing, right? Look at this shit. Look at this shit. Everything closed. Look at this shit. This is Advanced Auto Parts, boarded up. Can't get shit. So if your car fucked up right now, your car just fucked up. Can't do shit. Or you gonna do some searching. You gotta do some serious searching before you gonna find what you're looking for. You know what I'm saying? I done showed y'all, like, you see, everything boarded the fuck up over here. You know, it ain't just Walgreens. Like, they've had the banks and shit boarded up because people run up in the stores tearing this shit down. You know, there's a lot of different ways you can break down the situation, what's going on right now, but you know, you want to make sure you break it down from like, they burnt that whole building down. I can't even, I'm driving it. They burnt that whole fucking building up. You know, it's a lot of ways you can look at what's going on right now and break it down, but make sure you break it down from the highest perspective. From me looking at the whole bank boarded up. You know what I'm saying? Make sure you break it down from the right perspective. You know what I'm saying? From the highest conscience. We live in a time right now, Aquarius and Saturn, Venus in retrograde, Pluto in retrograde. You know what I'm saying? Y'all know what the fuck this shit mean. You know what I'm saying? So y'all kind of see what's going on. You know what I'm saying? So from the element, from the standpoint of, you know, a consciousness standpoint, there's a change happening. I've been talking about for years, like, you know what I'm saying, on this channel, you're constantly being aware of what the fuck going on. You see it, Aquarius going to Saturn, it literally it's like they're at the end of the world. Why? Because the principles and the things, same shit I talk about on this channel. The principles, it's like certain shit that's important gotta at least, it comes to the surface at some point. You know what I'm saying? The things, like a lot of things that don't have no purpose, you know, these things have to be pushed aside and, you know, eventually at some point, and only things with purpose, you know what I'm saying, need to start coming to the front. So like, that's what we're going through right now. A lot of the old ways is dying, and the new ways, new purpose, new ideas, new progression is what's coming to the front. You know what I'm saying? That's why I come in. You know what I'm saying? I represent all that. You know what I'm saying? I represent all that, new ideas, new thoughts, and new communication, new ways of thinking about things, new ways of viewing things. You know what I'm saying? Out with the old, in with the new. Look at all this shit boarded up over there, Joe. You can't get nothing. So, you know, the world we living in right now is like, you know, you ain't gonna never see no shit like this for a long time. You know what I'm saying? A lot of times people don't even know how the fuck we gonna come up out of this. The virus, corona, shit like that. Like, people don't know. Like, even when they say it's okay to start mingling, hanging out, people still don't want to go to it. You know, so like, they don't know what the fuck they gonna do with this shit. Like, they ain't no going back. Like, okay, people gonna start taking down all of the extra precautions that the stores is taking, the businesses is taking, with they putting up glass now, masks and shit like that. Like, the people cannot see themselves like moving backwards to taking the shit away. It's like, this shit might be permanent. So, you know, it's like what they call the new normal. That's what shit they throwing around the media, like, oh yeah, this is the new normal. So they don't know what the fuck they gonna do. What the fuck is y'all doing? Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that. Alright, I'm good. Don't do that shit. I'm about to take my ass in the fucking crib. In the well, you know what? Hold on. We can do that real quick. Let me show y'all something real quick. I guess we can do this real quick. I guess we could do this. I don't never do this. Normally I would never do this, but let me show y'all something real quick. You know, it'd be a difference between a lot of people who talk and shit on the internet versus motherfuckers who be taking action. as this channel continues to grow, I give the users, the people who watch me, like y'all up late watching me. You be like, okay, where's all this shit going? This guy's talking to us about all type of shit, talking about the stars and the planets and what the fuck do all this shit matter? This is why I don't go live. This is why I don't go live. I don't talk about this type of shit because, you know, I don't want to be seen as somebody who's just talking, running their fucking mouth. And, you know, you got to be able to separate fake shit from real shit. Very rarely do I get online and start talking about shit because, you know, I ain't one of these people. I'll be about action. I'll be about action. You know what I'm saying? Decisions and purpose. I do things with purpose. So this channel backs up a lot of things that I talk about. I, I don't really be trying to run my motherfucking mouth about a bunch of nothing. The planets doing this and the stars aligned and you need to get this in order and fix your fucking Venus and Mercury. It was like, Joe, okay, motherfuckers get that shit, but like, Joe, you can't operate off that shit. You gotta operate off real time. You know what I'm saying? We live in a real fucking world. You know what I'm saying? That's why, like, when you study, let me get my shit. When you, like, I was studying string theory, Albert Einstein, and like they was talking about different dimensions and shit, and how to label each dimension, first dimension, second dimension, all the way to what they call like 10 dimensions. It was like 10 different dimensions. So you like your ability to like label each dimension and know what each one represents. Some key shit. So the thing about that is that like they say it was only 10 dimensions. But then like there's certain people who believe it's like fucking more than 10 dimensions. But then you got like these Russian motherfuckers who be like, Joe, what the fuck do I need to know more than like three? Like we live in like no more than three, maybe four dimensions. You know what I'm saying? Like the third dimension is like 3D, like things you can touch and shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? And then you got like fourth dimension, which is like time. Like we can all agree it's a time. But then we start going to like the fifth, sixth, seventh, eighth dimension. You got like certain Russian scientists or like people who disagree with Einstein. It was like, Joe, we don't need like that shit ain't practical in this real world. You gotta remember that like electricity can run on a whole different circuitry. You know what I'm saying? Like the over in London and shit. Like I'm in the United States. You know what I'm saying? But I know overseas, like in London, they got a whole different electrical current system that they operate off of. You know what I'm saying? So like, it's two different types of electricity. You know what I'm saying? It's like, like you don't need to know. You know what I'm saying? Well, you can make your own motherfucker. Like, you know what I'm saying? That's how the Russians look at it. We don't need all that shit, man. Stop fucking playing with me. You know what I'm saying? The shit, we was like, just show me the shit I need to know and we're gonna focus on that. We don't need to know about the 8th, 9th, 10th fucking dimension. You know what I'm saying? So, it's the same shit even when you studying these people. I don't know who else y'all subscribe to on y'all channel and shit like that, but like, you know what I'm saying? You really gotta look at the people you subscribe to and start unsubscribing from the people that ain't doing nothing for you. You know what I'm saying? This is really important shit because like, you know, you start getting deeper and deeper and deeper into the astrology and the signs and shit like this, and you be like, Joe, where's all this shit going though? Like, how is this practical for me in my real life? What am I doing with all this? You know what I'm saying? So that's why I want to bring y'all over here right now. Like, I'm over here in my other crib. Like, you know what I'm saying? I got 3 houses, believe it or not. You know what I'm saying? A lot of times that's why I'm not on here because I be doing work and shit. I be working at, you know what I'm saying, working on my other crib and shit. You know what I'm saying? But like this the other crib that's what I'm working on. It's a green screen. You know what I'm saying? Like slowly, it's coming. Like it's coming. You know what I'm saying? This will be a TV studio. I can broadcast out of. You know what I'm saying? Right here. So this just the this. Matter of fact, let me show you this. See this other wall. See that's me right there. I'm sitting in a wheelchair. I'm getting this whole shit shut up. You see what I'm saying? There's a mirror. This whole wall is a fucking mirror. I love mirrors. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if I know. So I'm sitting in a fucking wheelchair. I'm sitting there talking to y'all. Yeah. So, and believe it or not, like when I bought this crib actually came with a whole nother crib. So I'm saying I thought I don't know, I didn't say this on this, I think I said this on the channel before, but like there's a whole nother house over right next door. I thought it was a garage for like months. Like I came in here, I was in here looking at the crib and shit. I was like, oh shit, it's a nice house. I'm looking out the window, I was like, okay, it's a nice big garage. One day I walked out to the garage and realized it's a whole nother fucking house. I was like, wait, this is a whole nother fucking crib. So that's what I had. This is 2 cribs in one. So like 10, I got like 3 different houses. So like I invest in property through like, you know what I'm saying, money and shit. You know, I be trying to trade stocks, take the money I make from stocks and invest it in the fucking real estate. So, you know, this can be boring. Like everybody obviously want to do real estate. Everybody at some point in their life, they want to have a house. They want to have, you know what I'm saying, shit better for themselves and shit like that. But, you know what I'm saying, if you study in the stars and the religion, astrology and all that shit like that, a lot of times you get stuck doing that shit. You ain't gonna be thinking about no house, buying no car, no property, real estate, invest and shit like that. You can't because you be stuck in the motherfucking in that astrology shit and all that spiritual shit. Like you be kind of fucked up in the physical world. Like you gotta have a good balance. Hold on, let me see shit. You gotta realize we live in the real world. See, this is real shit. A lot of times, this is what I tell Pisces. I was like, oh, yeah, or water signs. I'm like, yeah, the dream world is real, but can you run through this motherfucking wall? Like, some motherfuckers sit here and do drywall. Like, to some of us, y'all look at this wall, y'all don't see what the fuck I see. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I had to build this motherfucking wall. Like, this whole shit was fucking, there wasn't nothing on this wall. We sitting there painting this wall. This is the fuck we sit there and do all day. We fucking throw mud up on motherfucking walls and build houses. I think it was Isaiah, what was it, 65, 24, something like that. He said they will build houses and live. That's what I'm trying to do. All right, like this light ain't gonna even fucking work. Damn, y'all can't even see what the fuck I even brought y'all in here for. Hold on, let me see. Can I do this? Can't even do this shit. That is some fucking fuckery, like fuck. Hold on, can I turn this on? Let me see. Do that. Okay, hold on, we can do that. I gotta go in the basement and cut the fucking fuse on. But like, oh, y'all can't really see that. Like that whole back wall. Like we getting started on this back wall. You know, so we put up drywall on this wall. This whole roof, hey, fell in. So like I had to, like this whole roof we changed like that. And that's not just the drywall, but that whole wall. Like that whole wall came out. First we changed the wall, then I had to change the drywall. That whole fucking wall fell in. It's kind of like this ceiling right here. Like you see how this shit fell in? Like it's moisture in this house because of mold and shit like that. So like shit was like falling in. So we had to literally go in here and change the whole fucking back wall. Like this whole that whole fucking wall. Like I had to take out this whole wall, change this whole shit and the fucking roof. You see what I'm saying? Shit that like if you sitting around studying astrology and the signs and the zodiac and shit like that, you ain't gonna be able to. You don't be thinking about no shit like what the fuck. You be like, man, the fuck do this got to do with astrology? And I be like, exactly, nigga, nothing. This has nothing to do with astrology. This is exactly what I'm showing you. Where the fuck the light? Come on, man, the light ain't. What the fuck is going on? This is a terrible fucking live stream. I can't even turn the light on here. But if it could come on, I would show y'all this fucking bathroom. Which y'all can't even see that shit. I had to, y'all can't even see that shit. Maybe tomorrow when the light is on, I can show y'all. You know what I'm saying? But, you know, motherfuckers is working on a whole nother fucking crib. And like I said, it's just 2 other cribs. So, you know, and I'm only showing y'all this shit to inspire y'all. I'm only showing you this to make you want to, you know what I'm saying, do more for yourself. If you addicted to astrology, you addicted to spirituality, you addicted to YouTube, sitting around watching videos all day, my job is to hey, smack shit. Wake up, motherfucker. Hey. Wake up, motherfucker. We live in a real world. You know what I'm saying? This ain't just fucking entertainment. You know what I'm saying? Make sure you're doing the right shit. Make sure you investing in real world shit. Make sure you know what I'm saying, got a grip on reality. You know what I'm saying? Don't be sitting around thinking that shit is sweet and you're gonna be fucking sitting around watching YouTube videos for the rest of your life. It's like, man, like get out and do something. Yeah, I'm tall. I'm fucking 6'7", by the way. Yeah, I'm 6'7". I'm tall as fuck. You know what I'm saying? But that ain't the point. Don't get caught in the hype, bro. Don't get caught in the hype of this shit. Don't get caught in the hype. Remember, we live in the real world. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, if you the type of person that's, you know what I'm saying, interested in these type of things, you want to know about, you know what I'm saying, how to invest, how to get more property, how to actually manifest practical results in the 3D world. So I'm saying, you know what I'm saying, email me, inbox me, you know what I'm saying, get at me, because like you don't want to be sitting around talking about a bunch of fucking astrology and zodiac and signs and symbols and it's spiritual readings, shit like that. You ain't got shit to back up what you're saying. You see what I'm saying? It's very rare that, like, you know what I'm saying, what Poe call it, Poe righteous teachers. You see what I'm saying? Poe righteous teachers, what Poe call this shit. You see what I'm saying? You don't want to be a poor righteous teacher. You want to be a rich righteous teacher. You see what I'm saying? You want to have things to give on, you know what I'm saying, to the next people. You don't want to be sitting around, you know what I'm saying, fucked up. So make sure you invest. Make sure you be on your real estate shit. Make sure you, so I'm saying, be practical in manifesting your destiny and manifesting the kingdom, you know what I'm saying, and in your rulership that you know what I'm saying, constantly on the day-to-day nurturing, you know what I'm saying. Make sure all the shit you study amount to something real, basically, you know what I'm saying, the real in 3D, you know. So pretty soon, you know what I'm saying, we doing this shit like this on a green screen. Well, I can change the whole fucking green screen around shit like this. So y'all kind of behind the scenes right now. It's coming though. It's coming. You see, it's coming. I just ain't did it yet, but it's coming. I tell you all these fucking walls shit like that, which is gonna be done probably in the next couple of days. So, but it's coming. Yeah, I'm 6'7". I'm 6'7". What the fuck is it? I be on the other spectrum with the most practical 3D caps and Tauruses. Yeah, you know, like Paul said, respect Scrooge. Scrooge mentality, you know what I'm saying, which is the earth sign mentality. Like, you know, it's Ebenezer Scrooge avatar. In Hood X, we call it Scrooge avatar. You know what I'm saying? Scrooge is the dude that fired people on Christmas. He be stacking his money, you know what I'm saying? He don't give a fuck about emotions and mindless chat and shit like that. He be like, yo, how the fuck we gonna get paid from this shit? You know what I'm saying? So that's like the Capricorns, Tauruses, and the Virgos. You know what I'm saying? We call them Scrooge. So at the same time, we say, hey, respect Scrooge. You know what I'm saying? Respect Scrooge because, you know what I'm saying, if you a water motherfucker, you start talking about emotional shit and relationship shit all day, this shit don't add up to nothing practical in this real world. You know what I'm saying? You wasting your motherfucking time. So, you know what I'm saying? Respect Scrooge. Respect that bread. Respect your house. Respect your money. Respect your car. Don't be a fucking car slob. Don't have a bunch of fucking junk sitting up in your fucking car all over the motherfucking floor and you fucking car slob or room slob. Got shit sitting around in your fucking room, junk fucking spread. I remember the dude, you know what I'm saying, introduced me to Europe, but he was a Scorpio dude. You know what I'm saying? He was wise as hell when it came to understanding the spiritual natures and the spiritual forces of things. But when you went in that motherfucker's house, you was like, Joe, this is like, what the fuck, nigga? Like, you need to clean this motherfucker. This shit bogus as hell. He ain't had no regard toward like his cleanliness and like none of it. He didn't give a flying fuck. You know what I'm saying? And you gotta remember, it's a lot of people out here who walk around the store. They don't respect Scrooge. They don't respect their own house. They don't respect their own personal belongings and shit like this. You see what I'm saying? They don't. You know, even me as an Aquarius, like when I grew up, like a lot of air signs, we don't give a fuck. We don't give a fuck about maintaining shit, being cleanliness, about shit like nurturing shit. Like we don't think that matter. You know what I'm saying? Even you go to church, and like the church don't teach you that, you know what I'm saying, having your house as dirty as a sin and shit like that. They don't stress it to you that like, you know, or having a bunch of unorganized shit in your car or a bunch of, you know, unnecessary, like your whole email. You look at your email, you fucking 10,000 emails and that motherfucker, you never clean that motherfucker out. And like, you start to look at, you know what I'm saying, your money, the way you handle your money, and you know what I'm saying, if it's, you know, on point or not, if you waste some money. All you start looking at all this shit, you start to realize like, you know, nobody teaches you how to do like you hear about these things in past, but like nobody really gonna sit you down and teach you how to do these things. You see what I'm saying? Nobody. You gotta eventually learn how to do these things for yourself. You learn astrology, you learn the zodiac, you learn in the signs and things like this. You able to see. What's the difference between a Virgo and a Pisces? Kind of depending on who you ask, but the probability of like the Virgo, the traits that the Virgo gonna have in regards to perfectionism, neat freak, and shit like this, total opposite of a Pisces might say, who is like a person who lives life day to day and they kind of happy go lucky. They don't give a fuck about, these types of things. Where you start to see how, the quality of life that the Virgo gonna have in certain regards. It's gonna be better than the Pisces, and then vice versa. You look at the Pisces, you like, okay, well, the things he understands, you know what I'm saying, is gonna give him a better quality of life in those regards. But ultimately, you know what I'm saying, what I realize is that we live in a real world. You know what I'm saying? So, and you'll say in this real world, under the like the Pisces mind frame or like the imagination or the fantasy world, you know what I'm saying? A lot of what we talk about in this on my page could be perceived as fantasy. Like it ain't fact. It ain't, you know what I'm saying? It's like, it's like um, it's like fucking science fiction shit like this. You know what I'm saying? It's like it could be looked at as entertainment or fucking not real. You know what I'm saying? That's why sometimes I gotta remind y'all, like, Joe, this shit's very real. You know what I'm saying? Oh, this shit real as hell. You know what I'm saying? I live in a 3D world. I'm investing, I'm doing real estate, I'm doing like, you know what I'm saying, the film television network. I do a lot of different, I wear a lot of hats. You know what I'm saying? So I want I want to inspire y'all to do the same thing and then make sure that you're not just, you know what I'm saying, sitting around studying a bunch of shit, that you actually bring it into reality and manifesting your dreams. You know what I'm saying? So I wanted y'all to show y'all my other crib, you know what I'm saying, to get y'all in tune with, you know what I'm saying, the practicality of what the fuck I got going on. If you following somebody on YouTube, if you following, you know what I'm saying, listen to people's voice, you subscribe to these people. So you're gonna make sure that they giving you a full 360-degree perspective of like, you know what I'm saying, where this is all supposed to go. So many people want to fucking follow, astrology card, even like me, I follow tarot cards, I follow a lot of this type of shit. So I'm saying, but very rarely do they step outside the shit and show you like, okay, like this is, how you can turn this into a reality. You know what I'm saying? This is how you can make a living off of this shit. This is how you can survive off of this shit. You know what I'm saying? It's like, Joe, if you a psychic, why the fuck you ain't hit the lottery yet? If you a motherfucking psychic, if you can predict the future, if you can fucking, that's why I got a series called Astrology is Bullshit. Because like it is bullshit if you can't eat off of it, if you can't live off of it. You see what I'm saying? If you don't know no way to how to monetize off and get money off the shit, and it ain't really about the money. It's about, you know what I'm saying, having people who believe in the things that you're saying, put the energy into it. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna get you to where you need to be, especially from a manifestation standpoint. You know what I'm saying? So when you look at the Sephiroth on the Kabbalah, even, you know what I'm saying, the last Sephiroth is was it Malkuth? You know what I'm saying, which is like kingdom, which is found, you know what I'm saying, which is right above I can't think, but it's foundation. I think it's Yasad, I believe it's foundation. You know what I'm saying? So what the fuck do all this mean? You know, you're talking about Sephiroth and Kabbalah and all this shit. What the fuck does it mean? Basically, it mean that, how good, good, how good that you are maintaining the thought. If I told you right now, I say, look, think of your car engine. If you ain't got a car, you think of an engine in general. Think of an engine, like an engine in a car that you've seen. Think of it and hold that thought. So I've said before, I think I've said on my page, Nikola Tesla, and then like he could visualize whole fucking engines. Like I say, man, think about your engine in your car. Can you hold that thought? Like, how long can you hold that thought before it dissipates in your mind? Say, think about, like, basically, I'm saying, think about a complex uh, object, something like an engine, or something like like, no, that's what we say, engine, because it's like it's a complex object. Think of this in your head. Hold it there. You can only hold it there for so long before that image starts to dissipate and other images start to kick in your head and distract that image. Motherfuckers like Nikola Tesla, they can hold that image there for fucking minutes, hours on end. They can hold a very complex object in their mind. Most people can't do this shit. So um, the ability to hold the thought there to, like, you know what I'm saying, without being distracted and actually focus on something and bring it all the way into fruition. You know what I'm saying? That's key shit. Average person can't hold a thought longer than it's like maybe 7 seconds. Like you know what I'm saying? Like even YouTube ads. Nah, it's like 5 seconds. People attention span can't even make it past a YouTube video. You know what I'm saying? Fucking 5 seconds. So they trying to lower the attention span down to, less than 5 seconds. So by the same record, you like, okay, well, your attention span already reaches a certain level of anxiety within 4 or 5 seconds of a fucking YouTube commercial. And you already got anxiety because you can't wait till 5 seconds to see the next video. Then how the fuck are you gonna be able to manifest a whole fucking house? How the fuck are you gonna be able to manifest? You know what I'm saying? Like, saying that's about the stock market. If your glass is already full of useless fucking emotions, useless fucking astrology perspectives, useless fucking spirituality that's supposed to be helping you, but it's only making your situation worse. Ain't no point in fucking studying astrology and spirituality if you broke as fuck, sleeping on a fucking mattress somewhere in a fucking basement, homeless. You know what I'm saying? Ain't no point in studying. Like, what the fuck you need to be studying is the goddamn stock market. You need to be studying how to make some fucking money. You know what I'm saying? Let me sit around studying no fucking astrology video. Let me sit around trying to figure out what the fuck your spouse moon sign is in and shit. Like, man, fuck all that, nigga. Like, we live in a real world. Trump about to get reelected. Don't kill me. I'm just a messenger. This the world we live in. You know what I'm saying? So, shout out to all of the fucking astrologers, the people who do tarot cards. I ain't got nothing but respect for a lot of them. But you know what I'm saying? A lot of them motherfuckers is fruitcakes, man. A lot of them motherfuckers is crazy. A lot of motherfuckers will sit here and talk to your ass for hours on end. Hours. And y'all sit there and watch this shit for hours. And this is why my channel don't do what the fuck. Like I don't give a fuck about, like, you know what I'm saying, hundreds and hundreds of thousands of subscribers. I don't give a flying fuck. Like, I make this shit for me. You know what I'm saying? And I don't say that shit to sound like that because I hate even sound like that, but it's just the fucking truth. It's like that. I'm not one of them motherfuckers. And like, because them motherfuckers will have you obsessed over some shit that ain't gonna get you nothing in this fucking world. Show me an astrologer that's a fucking millionaire. Show me a motherfucker who know the tarot cards, who can show you what the fucking next lottery shit gonna be. You know what I'm saying? I don't. The motherfuckers ain't. The reason why motherfuckers had time to sit around and do that type of shit is because they got time to sit around and do that type of shit. I ain't got time. Like, you see the shit I'm on, I ain't got time to do that shit, nigga. I got shit to do. Motherfucker, you see some crazy shit? Like, I'll tell you some shit, you won't even know what to do with the fucking information, nigga. You look at Zoom. Go look at Zoom stock. ZM. I'm investing in Zoom. Ever since the coronavirus hit, everybody been on Zoom. Because Zoom, like, when you got a holiday, graduation, all that shit, motherfuckers miss even certain funerals. Churches on Sunday. Everybody's downloading Zoom and using Zoom. Go look at Zoom stock. You can even do it right now while you on the phone watching this shit. Like, put me in a smaller window. Go to Google. Put me in a smaller window. Go to Google. Type in, you know what I'm saying, ZM stock, which is Zoom. And just know I'm invested in that shit. Look at Campbell Soup. Look at Axon. Axon is Taser. Motherfuckers, every time the riots kick off, Taser stock shoot up, which is Axon. Axon Taser. Taser, the motherfucker who make the fucking body cams on the police. Look at they stock. I'm not making this shit up. You know what I'm saying? When you still trying to figure out what the fuck Saturn gonna do and fucking Jupiter gonna do, I'm like, nigga, look at Axon stock. Look at Campbell Soup stock. Look at fucking Zoom stock.
Look at Smucker's jelly stock. You know what I'm saying? Make sure you paying attention to, right? This is some shit you never heard. Like, the fuck is a fucking astrologer motherfucker giving you stock advice for? Because niggas all correlated in the same. If you can read the times, why the fuck you don't play the stock market? I play the stock market. Motherfuckers be up, goddamn it, 200-300% on every stock. I'm not making this up. If you follow my page, I've been like, I'm up at least like 200%, 300% on like fucking 5 stocks right now. No, do not invest in JCPenney. You know what I'm saying? If you got a certain look, man, don't miss the point of what I'm saying. And they're like, this ain't a stock market. Don't work like astrology. This ain't some shit you could do on your own. You can sit up all night and subscribe to a bunch of YouTube channels about astrology and get a little insight and think you know something. Yeah, you gonna put your money on it though. Stock market be different. Motherfuckers be scared. They be like, Joe, if you a psychic and you know everything, why the fuck you get nervous about the stock market? You should be confident, right? Why you ain't as confident about the stock market as you confident about that fucking astrology shit you be kicking? If you know the goddamn times, why you can't put some fucking money up then? That's when they get quiet. Why? Because motherfuckers know that the shit that they kick in don't amount to shit. If it amount to that, nigga, then put some fucking money on it. That changed the whole dialogue. That changed the whole fucking dialogue, nigga. Stop fucking playing. If I'm sitting there telling your ass how goddamn, I can sit there and tell your ass you why your fucking Virgo moon or your fucking Taurus moon or your Pisces moon or your goddamn it Mars in fucking Cancer or your fucking you know Gemini ascendant or your fucking whatever the fuck it is. Like if I can sit and tell you about that shit and then sit around and tell your ass the Zoom stock is up fucking 10, 20, 30, fucking 40%. And the options on that motherfucker is up worth fucking 1,000%. Meaning that you could invest at $1 in a fucking option trade and walked out with $1,000. Like what? Like, yeah, you could throw $1 in Zoom option and walked out with $1,000. Right. If you could do that once, how many dollars would you throw at that motherfucker? You know what I'm saying? If I told you every dollar you put in, you can make $1,000 off of Zoom. Go look at Zoom stock. You just saying go look at the options on that motherfucker. Like Joe, fam, just know that if you do it every dollar at Zoom stock, you can walk out with $1,000. How many dollars would you throw at that motherfucker? Now, you know what I'm saying? When you study, when you look, man, you gotta watch who you subscribe to, bro. I'm not a regular motherfucker you subscribe to. You know what I'm saying? Like Joe, like get me the fuck out your feed with them lame motherfuckers. Like you know what I'm saying? Like don't scroll past me, bro. Like you know what I'm saying? Like you gotta know, like if you can't make this shit practical in real time, you wasting your fucking time. Ain't no point in knowing your spouse's zodiac and knowing all that shit if you still sitting there arguing with this motherfucker every day. Ain't no point in knowing the zodiac and the spirituality of shit if you sitting there broke and you sitting there with the coronavirus outside and the motherfucker shut down the whole world and you don't know how to fucking still survive and eat and make money and pay your rent and live your survival on a day-to-day basis comfortably. If you don't know how to do this shit in real time, when it comes to situations like this, when the world starts to squeeze, it's like, what the fuck is the point? You be sitting there for hours and hours and hours on end watching this shit. What the fuck is the point of doing? What the fuck is the point? If you still sitting there fucked up, like this is when you go to the Bible. A lot of times the Bible will talk about this shit. The Bible will tell you, like Joe, the motherfuckers who read the Bible, the people who understand the Bible, they different from the rest of the world in a certain regard. You know what I'm saying? And that they people Christians they supposed to have a set a different standard of example. You know what I'm saying? In the world we living in today, do most of them do this? No. A lot of Christians act just like the rest of the world, like what they call Gentiles, like people, fucking animals. You know what I'm saying? So it ain't much different from a human in regard to an animal. You know what I'm saying? So you know, it's the same shit. I said the same shit. Okay, well, like if you're supposed to be setting a fucking higher example, you know what I'm saying? Not just the Christians, but people in general. If you follow this page, if you're supposed to be, you know, higher. You're supposed to have consciousness, and all the things that you talk about, fucking knowledge, wisdom, and understanding, and all this type of shit. It's like, okay, why the fuck when a situation like this coming, where does all that shit? What the fuck do all that shit matter right now? You know what I'm saying? If you, what do it matter? You know what I'm saying? This is what the fucking matter. You know what I'm saying? And then if you go look at the stock market on certain days when it's down, you got stocks that's still up. Motherfuckers be going up. Even when the whole economy down, if you certain stocks going up. You see what I'm saying? That's me. You see what I'm saying? Do you follow this page? You see what I'm saying? I'm the type of people I won't follow on my page. I don't want a bunch of, I don't need a million uninspired, you know what I'm saying, fucking downtrodden people following me that don't take action. I don't even want that shit. You know what I'm saying? I want the type of people that take act, they can hear what I'm saying and see it and look at their situation. And you ask yourself, man, are you happy in the situation you're in right now? Could you be doing better? Are you giving 100%? No. Why not? You know what I'm saying? And actually you ever just literally time travel and make that change right there and there. You know what I'm saying? Them the type of people that, you know what I'm saying, I won't follow on my page. I don't need a bunch of nobodies following my page. I don't need a bunch of people who, you know what I'm saying, who ain't gonna take action. You know what I'm saying? I talk a lot about, you say, even on my other channel, I talk about like like your contacts. You know what I'm saying? Like where your contacts is in your phone. So like if I met you, if we was at a party right now, not even a party, we was at a social gathering somewhere, and you was people walking around, and you was meeting people and shaking hands, and they was handing you business cards, or they was telling you to take their number down. You know what I'm saying? The way you going in and saving in your phone, shit like that. This is key shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? They're like, people suck at this. Because you wake up the next day and won't even remember none of them people. Like, you be like, well, I met a whole bunch of people yesterday, took down a whole bunch of numbers, and you ain't gonna call none of them. You ain't even think about them. You be scrolling through your phone a week or two later, and you be like, who the fuck are all these people in my goddamn? You don't even remember who the fuck they is when you met them or none of that. You know what I'm saying? This is the world we live in right now. Why is it like this? Because most people's glass is full when it comes to not just only, yes, with socializing, but not just with socializing, but even with their spirituality, when it comes to taking advice, when it comes to listening to their family shit. Man, I don't know, my battery about to fucking die. Is this short? Yeah, I think. I got a little room left. Yeah, I'm gonna have to cut this shit soon. But you know what I'm saying? We live in a world now where like most people glass is full. Most people can't take advice. Most people can't listen. Most people can't take action. You be scrolling through your fucking Facebook feed. You be scrolling through your Instagram feed, whatever your fucking feed is. You sitting there scrolling through it, scrolling. You might see some real shit. Some real shit might pop out at you. Like, hey, you can actually do this and get a job here or get a fucking some money here or you find some real insight on something. You know what I'm saying? It could be anything. Like, you might see some real shit that requires you to take action on. They be like, okay, all you gotta do is click here, sign here, do this here, put your email here. And you be like, man, fuck that, I ain't doing all that shit. Because like I said, most people's attention span ain't longer than 5 seconds. You go back to YouTube ads, you know what I'm saying? Most people's attention span ain't longer than 5 seconds. So when you scrolling through your social media feed, you gotta ask yourself, why the fuck am I scrolling through my social media? What the fuck are you looking for? You see what I'm saying? And then like social media is not really designed in a way for you to take action off of. It's designed for you to scroll past the next shit. That's why, like me, I gotta put out a video every day. I'm like, Joe, hold on, no, I'm not like you need to unsubscribe from the motherfuckers that's above me and the people that's below me if they're in your feed, or unsubscribe from me. You know what I'm saying? Because like you gotta understand, most people don't have the ability to take action off what the fuck that they seeing. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like you can see some real shit right now, but you're gonna be like, oh, that's cool. You're gonna scroll right past it, and then for the next 5, 10 minutes, you're gonna put your phone right back in your pocket. You know what I'm saying? Unless something is thrown at you like 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 times, you're not gonna give a fuck. Anyway, it could be even some shit about you, like some shit you like. Y'all gotta understand, man. Like, I do Hood X Radio. People buy my service. Like, they pay me $100, $200, $300 to put their shit on TV. I'll put it on TV. You see what I'm saying? For them. I'm like, yo, give me your email. They give me the email. I'll do take the email and put it on a calendar where it automatically notify them. Like, okay, the video's about to come on TV. It automatically notify them. What happened is people will unsubscribe from that shit. You be like, why the fuck you unsubscribe? Because I don't want nobody texting my phone. I don't want no notifications in my phone. You be like, nigga, you just paid me to put your video on TV. Listen what the fuck I'm saying. People pay me to put their video on TV and then turn around and unsubscribe from the notifications that I send them to let them know when they fucking videos on TV. Because like it's just like even in real time, like you might be doing some shit right now. Like if I was over at your crib right now sitting there talking to you, or you might have some friends or some shit like that. And you get a notification in your phone saying, okay, such. You're not gonna stop what you're doing You're not gonna stop socializing with your friends and then go do what the fuck is saying in your phone. That's just how it work right now. Like you know what I'm saying? Like it just be another thought. If it's another thought, it's another thought. So like lots of people don't take the shit serious. You know what I'm saying? So they don't know how to take action on real shit. Even you know what I'm saying? Even when you give people the opportunity to take action, it's like the people are not designed to take action. People don't want to be bothered. You know what I mean? DJs, like people put themselves out there, like DJs, actors, producers. I talk to all the time that it takes me fucking weeks, takes me fucking months just to get them to even pay attention to what the fuck I'm saying. And they're like I know DJs to be like, yo, email me, send me your record. Hey, send me your music so I can play your music on your stream. I send them the email. I contact. They won't even respond to the goddamn email. They won't even like they'll see the message on even Facebook or Instagram. Like you send them a message, they won't even respond to the shit. And you be like, why the fuck are they telling people to send their records? Why the fuck are they telling people to reach out to them? But then when you reach out to them, they don't even fucking respond. You know what I'm saying? Because this is the world we fucking live in. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like people, it be an idea in people's head. Like, you know what I'm saying? People want to do these things, but then it's like when they actually look in their inbox and see people approaching them with business and shit like this, they don't know how to take. I see this shit all the fucking time. You know what I'm saying? Even women, like you got women who will fucking who put themselves out there and they like they want to date, they want a man and shit like this. They'll take pictures of themselves, provocative pictures, put it all on their fucking page. They get a bunch of guys inboxing them, and then they won't respond to none of it. You know what I'm saying? Women go sign up for Tinder and these type of sites and put pictures up and put Instagram photos of themselves looking real nice and beautiful, and they put it up there and they have fucking 200 guys fucking inboxing them, and then they won't respond to none of them. And you'd be like, well, why the fuck are you making this profile and shit to get attention? And you're like, when the attention comes, they don't even respond to it, baby, because like this is the times of what the fuck we living in. You know, it's just like a confidence booster. They don't give a fuck about you. You just some shit that's in their phone. You know what I'm saying? Like anybody, like I can say anybody, like most people who set up that whole type of dynamic, and then like you responding to them online. You know what I'm saying? There's a it's like almost a psychopath mentality they kick in when it comes to that type of shit. You know what I'm saying? Because it's not about what you sitting there reading. It's not about their bio. It's not about none of that. It's about like power and control over the dynamic of the fact that like you contacting them. So it's like, okay, well, I got fucking, you know how many people contact me? I ain't got time for that. You know how much other shit, I got a lot of shit going on. I'm kind of busy right now. I got a lot of things going on, you know. And like people tell you shit like this, oh, I got a lot of shit going on. Oh, I'm too busy. It's like, oh, okay. How you too busy for your own business? How you too busy for a relationship when you say you want a relationship? You know what I'm saying? It's not just you too busy, it's just your glass is full. Most people's glass is full. You know what I'm saying? You gotta approach people with this notion, knowing that like Joe, like most people do not have the ability to be receptive toward new information, whether it's about whether it's even about some shit that they prayed for. Like they be up the night before praying to God. God, please send me a sign. God, please help me. God, please instruct me. Send me somebody that can show me what's going on. And then you show up giving them all of the answers, and then they'll fucking take your number down and won't even call you the next day. And you're like, well, what the fuck? Why? You know what I'm saying? Why? You know, this signs of times we live in, most people are distracted. Most people don't take action. Most people, you know what I'm saying, glass is full. Most people contacts in they Google contact, whether they contact, that shit is full. You know, most people do not have more opportunities for the next person to come in. They do not have the opportunities for a spouse or women. Like they don't have the imagination, you know what I'm saying, or the ability to even just be receptive toward these new types of ideas. You don't want to be. I don't want these types of people. You know what I'm saying? People who sit around and force. You know, if I come at you with a new idea, you don't even know what to do with it. I don't. You know what I'm saying? Associate with those type of people. You know what I'm saying? Make sure your glass stay empty. You know what I'm saying? Make sure you're always ready for new ideas. Make sure you're receptive. Make sure you can capitalize on it. You know what I'm saying? We live in a time right now where it's a squeeze, and these ain't a bunch of ideas flying at you. It's like, yo, what you gonna do with this thought? Where you gonna put this thought? What you gonna do with it? Where you gonna put this thought? Do you have anywhere to put this thought and actually act on it? You know what I'm saying? Oh, that makes sense. You know what I'm saying? Because you're going to be approached every day with at least 15, 20 different thoughts every day. This thought. Hey, you hear about this? You hear about this? Okay, and it'd be like, yo, what are you going to do with this thought? What are you gonna do with this thought? Where are you gonna put this thought? What are you gonna do with this thought? What are you gonna do with these things? Or you just constantly being bombarded with these things all day and you have nothing to do with it. You know what I'm saying? This is key shit. You know, people got the ability to make thousands of dollars online just on eBay, Amazon, fucking Facebook, fucking Marketplace, Instagram. People have the ability to make money off of actual ideas and make a lifestyle and living off of ideas, where it's just passive income and they can live the rest of their life and do whatever the fuck they want to do. You know what I'm saying? These are times we live in. So make sure that you own that type of shit. You know what I'm saying? You know, I want to teach teachers. I don't want to teach followers. You know what I'm saying? I want to be able to teach teachers, motivators, speakers, influencers, things like this. You know what I'm saying? So hopefully that's you. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, you look at this crib. I got a long way to go on this fucking crib. You know what I'm saying? But it's coming. And believe it or not, you know what I'm saying? Let y'all know something. I paid like less than $10,000. Like even my house. Like I paid less than fucking $5,000 for my house. This house I paid less than $10,000 for this house. You know what I'm saying? So I know how to find property that's like less than $5,000. You know what I'm saying? And get it fixed up. You know what I'm saying? Invest in it, sell it, rent it out. You know what I'm saying? This is important shit right now. So I hope you on this type of shit. You know what I'm saying? I hope you ain't just fucking one of these motherfuckers out here just addicted to fucking spirituality with nothing to do. You know what I'm saying? I really hope that y'all, you know what I'm saying, are doing something with the shit that I'm showing y'all. So yeah, I'm like the fuck out of it. Hope y'all, you know what I'm saying, enjoy the video. Hope you learned something. You know what I'm saying? Shoot me an email, KBlao@hotmail.com, KUNGBLAO, hotmail.com. My channel, if you subscribe to it before, sign up for the Patreon, and make sure you like and share this fucking video, because y'all never like and share my fucking videos. I think that's some fucking bullshit. So like and share this video. All right? You did.